Good day guys, so I am Dexter Allen Nabule from COE42 and I'm going to tackle about the Raspberry Pi topic number 8. So let's start with the globe. So in computer programming, globe pattern specifies sets of files names with wildcards characters. For example, the Unix bash shells command mv text or text files moves all the files with the names ending in text from current directory to the directory text files. So globe is a short term for global. It is used for return all the paths of that match a specific pattern. We can use globe to search for a specific file pattern, or perhaps more useful, search for files where the file match a certain pattern using wildcard characters. So next is the MPG321. So MPG321 is an external plugin which we can call using the OS system or we can see in the page 36. And MPG321 allows the Raspberry Pi to understand, read, and output MP3 files as audible sounds via 3.5mm jack socket. Next is SSH rather, or also known as Secure Shell. It is a cryptographic network protocol for operating network service securely over an unsecured network. Typically, applications include remote command line, login, and remote command execution, but any network service can be secured with SSH. So SSH provides password or public key based authentication and encrypts connection between two networks and endpoints. It is a secured alternative to legal login protocols such as Telnet or Login, and insecure files transfer methods such as FTP. So SSH works by a network that provides a secure way for two computers to connect remotely. SSH employs employs encryption to ensure the hacker's account cannot interpret the traffic between two connected. Next step is we need to find out the IP address for our Raspberry Pi. First is the open terminal, and next is the type the code for sudo if config. A lot of text will be now visible on the screen. However, we are only interested in the line that begins with inet or inet addr. After inet addr, there will be a series of numbers, and this is the IP address for the Raspberry Pi. So after that, in order to form the link between the Raspberry Pi and your desktop computer, you will need the two additional piece of software. First is the PuTTY, and you can get the link on the PowerPoint, and same as the signing. Then after you get that, enter the IP address from the Raspberry Pi and check the connection types and turn into SSH. Now, after you expand or switch it into SSH, then click on X11 and click to enable the forwarding of the PuTTY configuration. Then enter the username and the password as if you were logging into the Raspberry Pi. Then type the code of start XDE. Then return to the signing, and you should see the result. So now you can try and play some music for the Raspberry Pi And I hope you learned some new and amazing topics and knowledge about Raspberry Pi 8. So once again, I'm Dexter Allen Abule from COI 42. Thank you for watching.